Hello and welcome back to Losing It for Good. Um, it has been about a month, I think, maybe a month and a week since I last did a recording, so I apologize. Um, I've been still sticking to everything, just struggling with a bit of seasonal depression, and I got sick in the new year. And then I always get depressed a little bit after being sick, so it takes me a while to jump back in comfortable to be on camera. Um, anyways, yeah, it's officially 2025, and I'm so glad you're here with me as we start a fresh new chapter. And I want to take a moment to thank you for being here. Whether this is your first time watching or you're returning, or whether you're new here and hopefully subscribe and like the video. Just remember, it just reminds me that we're not alone in this path that we're on. I do say a lot, and I do apologize. And I also say sorry a lot, so sorry. Anyways, let's dive into this week. This week I want to talk about something that's been on my mind a lot lately, and that's seasonal depression and how we can all push through these dark days together. But before I get into the main topic, I do want to start with an update. So when I began this journey on November 1st, I weighed 305.8 pounds. And today I'm happy to share that I'm down 289.6, and that's a total of 16.2 pounds so far. Yay! My heaviest I ever remember weighing was in 2021, so I guess after about a year of COVID stuff, and I was 330 pounds. So I'm really pleased with my progress, and even just these, not just, even these 16.2 pounds, because I held a 10-pound weight the other day and I was flabbergasted at how heavy it actually was. Anyways, I have been continuing to focus on my small, sustainable steps. While the progress has been slow, it's been steady. I haven't had a week yet where I gained. Even though I haven't been doing a video, I have been weighing in every week. And if you want me to share those numbers with you, I'd be happy to. But just give me 1 second. I just got to check something here with my settings. External microphone. Okay. I needed to make sure that my microphone was working because, well, sometimes I forget to turn things on. Anyways, so it's been slow, it's been steady, and honestly, I feel that that's going to make it easier to maintain. I am on Mounjaro. I did kind of have expectations that it would come off a little bit faster, but I'm just glad that I'm sticking to something. When I have had fast food, I've tried to make better choices. So, for example, when I went to McDonald's for my son, I just got myself the small cheeseburger, and I didn't get any of the Coke or the fries. And I just had the small cheeseburger, and it was fine. It's funny how your stomach gets used to eating less, because I would have been starving after a small cheeseburger before. But yeah, maybe that's where the Mounjaro helps, is that it keeps me satiated. Satiated. Anyways, what else was I gonna say? With the seasonal depression comes the brain fog, see? And but I'm working through it, you know, and I'm trying to do things still. Okay, so where I'm struggling the most, and I'm going to be totally honest with you here, I'm struggling with water intake. Um, it's always been the thing I struggled with. I struggle with documenting my food every day, and part of that is because I tend to more or less eat the same thing every day, but I should still do it just for the habit of it. And the movement. Yeah, I haven't been doing much movement. Um, I'm hoping to go in and see if anything can be done for my knees because they're really bad right now. And we just got a dog as well. Her name is Roxy, and she's huge. And I promised my husband that I would take her every day for at least one walk while he does the others. So I need to just get my knee. If you have any suggestions, by the way, of something that works for your knees, let me know, because I've tried different things and they hurt so much. I get halfway down the block and my knees are just killing me. But yeah, so movement, water, and tracking my food, all things I need to work on, and also dealing with this seasonal depression. But the good news is that the 10 darkest weeks of the year are behind us officially. And I guess it depends on which hemisphere you're in. If you're on the other side of the world, then, you know, this is summer for you. But for us here, it's winter. So, but from here on out, days will be getting longer. They'll be getting better and sunnier, and the brighter days are coming, literally and figuratively. So I'm really excited for that already. So here's some things that I'm going to do, and maybe you can hold me accountable and maybe do yourself as a way to help lift moods and stay on track. Is I do need to get outside more when I can. I'm a hermit in the winter. I hibernate, I sit on the end of my couch, and I tend not to move. And I was actually doing better before the darkest weeks, really. But if I can't, or if you can't get outside, sit near a window. I'm sitting next to a window right now, but I never sit here during the day. Maybe I should open the curtains and sit in my chair so I can look outside, just to soak in some daylight, because we all know that that's vital. I want to keep moving. I know it's hard when you're feeling down and tired and sick, but even a short walk or some stretching, and like I had mentioned in my previous videos, the wall stretches, the chair yoga, these are all things that I've done little bits of, but I'm not consistent with, and I really, really have to try and be more consistent with those. So that's another thing I'm definitely going to work on. And of course, focusing on nutrition, eating healthier during these darker days tends to help a lot as well. Try not reaching for the comfort foods. Instead, eat more fruits and veggies, and lean proteins. I've been trying to do higher protein intake, and that seems to be helping to sort of pick me up. And I don't know if you've tried it yet. I haven't myself, but have you tried light therapy? Let me know in the comments, because it's something that I actually got a light therapy, I'm going to say about 5 years ago from my mom. And I don't think I ever really gave it a chance to see if it works. So maybe I should consider doing that as well. I'm sure she'd appreciate that. It just helps to make things feel a little brighter, so I'm told. Also, if you're like me, hibernating and whatnot, staying connected with other people helps. You know, isolation can make you feel worse. And whether it's just calling a friend or chatting with family, or engaging with your community, staying connected does help to lift your spirits. I think innately we're all pack animals, and even though we might like to be by ourselves and shut out the world, um, I think for our own mental health and our own sanity, I think it helps if we're mingling with other people. So I know how heavy the winter blues can feel, but brighter days are ahead. Every day from now until summer, the sun is starting to set a little later, and that's just another reminder that this tough season is almost over. But again, what keeps me going is my big why. And if you've seen my other videos, my big why is to be there for my family, and I really want to travel again. I especially wanted to head over to England this summer, or maybe even in the spring, I don't know. So yeah, you know, let's revisit your big why. Family, friends, travel. Those are my really things, and just living a life with less pain, because oh man, I am tired of the pain. Um, I last time, so just a quick story. Back in 2022, so that was almost 3 years ago now, I was in a very bad depression, suicide ideation, and hopelessness, and it was almost beyond the crying a lot phase. It was the I give up phase, you know, and what helped me to get out of that was ketamine therapy. So I'm sure some of you have heard about it in the news, as ketamine, quote unquote, is what Matthew Perry had in his system when he died. However, he wasn't doing a medically supervised ketamine program and one where you go into a clinic. He was doing it at home. But the one I went to was an in-clinic ketamine therapy, and it lasted 3 weeks. And I had the worst brain fog then as well, and it helped me immensely. And the reason I'm bringing this up now is because one of the surprising side effects of the ketamine therapy was the pain dissipated. It was almost non-existent. And I remember after about a year of ketamine, after my ketamine therapy, I went into my, what do you call it, rheumatologist. And I said, my knees have just started acting up again, but it's weird because they haven't for like a year or so. And he said, that's strange. And then I mentioned that I had done the ketamine therapy, and he went, well, that's why, because apparently the ketamine helps with pain as well. So I'm not promoting any kind of drug use that is illegal or self-administered or anything. But therapeutically, was a lifesaver for me. It really was. And I just want to throw that out there. And if you want more information about it, or you'd like to discuss it with me more, drop me a line in the comments, and I'll get back to you, and we'll chat about it. Okay. Anyways, this was a very long one, probably because it's been so long. So I'm really sorry about that. But before I go, I'd like to ask for your help. Let me know in the comments what are some of your successes that you've had. And yes, you might have had some slips. We all do. Let's just share our successes. The world is too negative right now, and it would be nice just to share some positivity. So down below, let me know what successes you've had, what things you have found helpful, what groups that you might be a part of. There's a couple of Facebook groups that I'm really enjoying being a part of. I will link those in the comments. One focuses a lot on muscle building. However, there's a lot of women in that group who have lost more than 100 pounds and used strength training to do it. And there's a lot of science behind that. So I'm not the expert. I did learn about this at one point, years and years ago. And you don't have to do it to bulk up like, Arnold Schwarzenegger or anything like that. It can be to just tone. It can be to help get those stubborn pounds off. But anyways, this was a group, it was for 40 plus women. There's another one, I can't think of the name right now, but like I said, I'll mark them down in the comments, or sorry, in the description. Another way you can help, share with your friends, invite people to this channel. Let's grow it. Let's maybe start a Saturday morning chair dance session. I don't know what you want to call it. We'll just sit in our chairs and dance a little, or if you can stand, then great, stand and dance. Some of us can't do that too long because of our knees or our hips or our breathing or whatever the case may be. We're all at different stages. So, but just keep doing small steps, stay positive, connect with somebody else maybe that needs a little bit of encouragement this winter, and let's grow this community and support each other. Maybe even off of the channel, like pen pals, Zoom pals, whatever the case may be. But anyways, I hope you'll remember this, though, that you're not alone. And again, please take a moment to like this video, subscribe to my channel, share with somebody who you feel might needs it, and let us grow this community. I appreciate it more than you know. And stay strong, stay kind, keep going, and here's to losing it for good. Take care, and we'll talk to you hopefully next week. I'm going to try and stick to a weekly schedule.